Let's take a look at the Iterator Protocol introduced in ES6. A couple of new additions in ECMAScript 2015, also known as ES6, aren't new built-ins or syntax, but protocols. These protocols can be implemented by any object respecting some conventions. There are two new protocols, the Iterable Protocol and the Iterator Protocol. The Iterator Protocol defines a standard way of producing a sequence of values, either finite or infinite. An object is an iterator when it implements a next method with the following. It has to return a done, which is a Boolean, and if it's done or not. It has to also return a value if there is one. This can be omitted when done is true. Let's see what that looks like when it's implemented in code. We're going to code an iterator from scratch so that when we move on and we look at other things within JavaScript, you know what's going on behind the scenes. So here we're going to say const make iterator equals an arrow function that takes in an array. We're going to have an index. We're going to return. We're going to implement the next method that we have to. We're going to take a look at the array at this point. We're going to say if index is less than array.length, then I want to return an object that looks like value is equal to array at index. And then I want to do a post increment so that next time we look at the array where the index has been increased. So I do a plus plus after I look at the value here, not before. And then the other thing I need to implement is I need to return a Boolean of done. And in this example, because we're not done, I need to return false. If we loop through this and we find that we are at the end of this, then we need to also deal with that. So we need to say else. We need to return done is equal to true. You don't have to return value if you're done. You only have to return a value if you're not done. So if we want to look at how this code works, we can make a few things and try it. So we can say const myArray is equal to an array of yo and ya. And then I can say const make iterator, or const iterator is equal to make iterator, and I want to pass in my array. So what I can do now is I can say console.log iterator dot next. Remember we implemented the next function. And we can see what that looks like when we call it. So I can see I get an object, and the object has two attributes. It has a value, or an attribute of value, which is equal to yo, and then it has a done Boolean, which is holding false, which makes sense, right? So we're the first element of the array, so we're not done, and the value of the first element was yo. If we run this again, we can see how this behaves, right? So the first value is yo, it's not done. The second value is ya, it's not done. If we do a third time, we can see value of yo is on the first, and it's not done. Value of ya on the second, it's not done. And then on the third, because there's not a third element in the array, we can see that done is equal to true. One more thing we can do with this is we can, instead of just saying .next to get the whole thing, we could just get the value if we wanted to, because it's an element. So we could say .value. So if we run the same exact code with .values, you're going to get, as expected, right? We're going to get yo, ya, and undefined. So based off this, it kind of gives you a glimpse into how some higher order functions in JavaScript work, right? So when you do have a for loop and you say hey, loop over the thing, it says for each of them, right? So yo, ya, you can kind of see how that behavior works based on this iteratable protocol.